Yeah, I came just to here and I was skating down the street with my headphones in, so I wasn't really aware of what was going on. And it wasn't until the van started to come to this area just behind me, where it was striking people and hit the kiosk, that I then heard it because it was right next to me. And then at this point, I see everyone from the bars up ahead of me start running and just look terrified, you know. So I did the same. I jumped off my skateboard and a bunch of us ran into the theatre just over there and stayed in there until we were escorted safely away.
And Liam, you're remarkably composed this morning, but it must have been not only terrifying but also horrific to have to see that.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. It was shocking, you know. It's like you see it on telly and stuff, and then when it happens next to you, it's kind of unexplainable, you know, or undescribable. Like just the mass panic and fear in everyone's faces, and yeah, it was a pretty surreal experience.
And you say that you took shelter with your friends. How long were you there for, and what was going through your mind? Did you feel that maybe the terrorists were on the loose, that they were going to come and find you?
Well, at first we all ran into the gift shop just next door to the theatre, and then that was when everyone was hiding because no one really knew what was going on at all. You know, this was a minute or two after it had happened, so we were all in the gift shop, and then about 3 or 4 minutes after it happened, they quickly took us out of there and locked us inside the actual foyer of the theatre, and then we were in there for about half an hour. But when we were in the gift shop, there was definitely ran through your mind, you know, if they were still outside, being able to run down the street. Luckily that didn't happen.
Were you having to make those sort of decisions about whether to run or whether to stay?
Well, I mean, we kind of got put in there and we couldn't really go anywhere, you know. Like if you ran outside, you were back on the street, and there was no back door to go into the theatre through the shop. We just had to hope that we could stay in there and be safe, and then we got moved to a more secure place shortly after.
And were people making phone calls?
Yeah, everyone was in tears and making phone calls. I did the same, and I don't know, I guess, like I said, it happened so quick and everyone was in shock that is all you really can do, you know, is you ring your family and friends and make sure that they know you're okay.
You've lived here for some time now. Have you always felt it's a safe place? Have you felt ever that this sort of thing could be around the corner? I
mean, you come every day. I skate up and down this street, you know, to and from work, and everyone's always happy in this city. Everyone's always got a smile on their face, you know. And yesterday that changed it, but I don't think it's changed it for very long. As you can see today, everyone's back out and about, doing their daily lives, and I don't think it'll make too much of an impact on the people. I think everyone will come together and kind of be a community about it.
What went through your mind, Liam, when you woke up this morning and heard that there'd been a second terror attack, another vehicle driven into people?
I actually saw that last night after it happened, because I was speaking to someone and they said that had happened while I was talking to them, and then I looked at it on the news and I saw it very briefly, but it's worrying because you then kind of think if there's going to be another one here or somewhere else in Spain, you know, in Madrid or something, and obviously you don't want that to happen. But I don't know about that attack because I don't know too much information about it either. I haven't watched the news at all yet about it.
Have you noticed an increased police presence over recent weeks and months? I've been speaking to some people who say that certainly here on Las Ramblas they felt that there were more police officers, that security had been stepped up.
There's more police around, yeah. Along here there's at least 2 police officers every 250 yards, you know. And then you go to Plaza Catalunya or you go to the port, and there's armed police in the built-up areas, but I mean, this unfolded in 15 seconds, you know, 20 seconds probably, and that's a hard thing to stop straight away, you know. And as soon as the van stopped, that's when all the police appeared, instantly, you know, and they came from everywhere, undercover, in uniform, and yeah, I mean, something like that is you don't really know what to do in the situation as well. Obviously, they're trained to do what they need to do, but it's a hard thing to kind of figure out, I guess.
To assess, yeah. Did you see the driver get out?
I didn't know. Basically, I caught a glimpse of the car in the corner of my eye while I was looking straight, because I was looking where I was going, and then I was looking straight and saw everyone running, and at the same time I see everyone running, I catch it out the corner of my eye, and then I was still moving, so I carried on going, and then that's when I jumped off and ran as well, and I didn't look behind me, so I didn't see any of the bodies or anything, or the driver, but I caught it out the corner of my eye and heard it right behind me, you know.
And finally, will it change your view of Spain? Will it change your view of Barcelona? Will you think about going home, or are you going to stick it out?
No, not at all. I'm definitely a little bit more on edge now. But I feel that's kind of natural for something like this to happen. You know, it's such a shocking situation, and I'd never expect myself to be in it. But I definitely feel that I'm going to get back to my normal life, you know, and get back to filming with my friends and not let it affect me.
Carrying on skateboarding down
Yeah,
Las Ramblas.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Liam, pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Bye.